Click Stuff is brought to you by Lucky Dice Cafe out of Huntsville, Alabama. Check them out at luckydicecafe.com.
Welcome to Click Stuff.
Hey everybody, welcome to Click Stuff today. This is your host Daniel Powell speaking. Just want to let everyone know that Click Stuff is brought to you by trollandtoad.com. Find HeroClix new and old at trollandtoad.com, the world's largest HeroClix retailer. Save 5% off your HeroClix order when you use coupon code ClickStuff at checkout. Merchant and pre-order items do not apply. Shop trollandtoad.com for all of your HeroClix needs. And also, if you like what you're hearing on ClickStuff today, we would appreciate your support on patreon.com/ClickStuff. $1 and above gets you entered into our monthly giveaways. $5 and above gets you entered into our Discord channel and exclusive HeroClix classes. And this month, we are giving away a $50 Troll and Toad credit. And Patrons are entered into that, along with folks on our Facebook page and YouTube subscribers that are new. So check out facebook.com/clickstuff for our new giveaway being posted this week. And so without further ado, Jason Alvey is joining us back today.
Hey, it's good to be back.
And Tyler Spees.
Hey, guys.
So, are we ready for Chicago, Tyler?
I do. Yeah, I think I am.
Do you have your team ready?
Yeah, I have my team ready.
Like, do you have all the physical pieces for your team?
I almost do. I think I'm only missing one call-in now. So I almost have my full team. I even got a Firestorm.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Proud
Less
of you,
and
Tyler.
less of a degenerate every day.
Well, that's really all you can hope for, right?
Yep.
Right.
Small steps.
Don't be a moocher.
Or be a moocher. It's whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
It's okay to borrow your
It doesn't
stuff.
really matter.
Just not Tyler.
I just got
Just
to
not
something
Tyler.
to give Tyler hell about.
You actually own your 3 Wendigos now?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, man.
I pulled 2 of them. I only had to buy 1.
Man, pulled 2 of them.
Yep.
You know what?
No.
More than I pulled.
Well,
Pulled
the 2
one
is
at
exactly the number of Wendigos that I need.
Oh, did you look at that? You cannot have mine.
I know. I haven't been trying to trade for them real hard lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold off one.
You
Yeah.
did?
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
What the
So
heck?
how many do you have now?
6.
Those things are like gold. Oh, okay. That's
Oh
fine.
man, I was going to share this super sweet team today that included 7 Wendigos.
Ah.
Damn it!
Darn.
I knew I shouldn't have done that.
No, I think the real team is with like 15 Wendigos.
Is there? You think that's a team? Not with Vulture. Maybe.
Well, here was my thought process. I was like, I'm probably not gonna need 7 of these, but if I do, Dan's got 20, so I can probably borrow one.
I do not have 20. I have 18.
But you don't.
Point.
You don't have 20 right now, but
That's
you
true.
will.
We have faith in you, Dan.
We have faith in me.
I know you will. I know you. You're going to get them eventually.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, I don't know. I think Colossal Spam returns after Vulture's gone, like even kind of worse than it is now.
I don't think it ever went away.
Well, I should.
Yeah.
That's true. I should clarify. Like the threat of Vulture to those teams goes away.
Which is probably bad.
Not to speak of the threat of Iceman.
Oh, that's true. Iceman does help.
I mean, but you had to play Iceman at 100.
Yeah, true.
And so,
I don't know. He was
kinda-
pretty fun at 15 too. You could play him at both.
well, you can't attack.
I understand that, but I'm just saying he
Mhm.
still
Yeah.
wipes out a bunch of stuff even at 15.
Well, not if your team,
points.
not if your team is 15 Wendigos.
That's true.
Well, that's true. I don't expect to face a lot of 15 Wendigo teams.
Well, you
Just
will
saying.
whenever I start winning with it after Vulture retires.
Well, that's
I don't
okay
even know
because
if
I have.
that's true.
Look,
I don't
for
think
for
I'm gonna
for
do it.
for 8 points, I can play a 100 point and a 15 point
True.
Iceman. There you go.
That's true. And I guess a 100-point Iceman pack being called out and carrying around Kobik is not a bad idea either.
Doesn't sound horrible.
Doesn't he have like a 12 attack to 2 on that click?
Yes.
I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been Iceman a couple times.
Too bad Mojo's not 100 points, right, Tyler?
Yeah.
That's because you should be playing Onslaught, the obviously better play.
It's close. It is close.
He is pretty
No.
fun.
I think Mojo is decidedly better.
For my
Mojo
team,
is really good.
I would agree. Onslaught's still really good.
I don't think that means Onslaught's bad.
Yeah.
Tyler, what was your record versus Mojo and when you were playing Onslaught at Rock Cup?
Against it?
Yeah.
Monstro and Onslaught. Okay, I lost to Easton.
And you lost to the guy from North Dakota, right?
Yes.
Calder.
Yep. And I lost to Adam. So 0-3.
Well, Adam wasn't playing Mojo.
Oh, Mojo. I thought you said Onslaught. Mojo or Onslaught.
No. Yeah. So
Mojo
just the guy for
just
I guess the guy
Calder,
from South Dakota. Okay. So you're 0-1 versus Onslaught with Mojo.
Yeah.
That's
Versus
definitive.
Mojo. Wait, what do you mean Onslaught with Mojo? Oh, both of them?
Yeah, no.
You're playing Onslaught and you're facing Mojo.
I wasn't
Yeah.
playing Onslaught. I was playing Nimrod.
No, not at the constructed part of it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was thinking sealed for some reason. My bad. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was playing. Man, I can't remember his whole team, but he was definitely playing a Monster Mojo team before me. Huh. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you're like 0-1 versus Mojo with Onslaught.
Yep, true. It's clearly worse.
It's definitive calculatory proof.
Mm-hmm. Empirically correct.
Maybe we need a larger sample size.
No.
You should totally play Onslaught this weekend, and I'll play Mojo.
No. No. I love my team. It's very, very fun.
It is very fun. I'd play it if I was going.
Oh, I need to amend that. I love Jason's team. It was very fun.
Yeah, I think
That's a
I
good
think
point.
it's-
You need to get that correct.
I think it's whoever
I
has the winning
apologize.
record between you two gets to claim ownership of the team.
All right, that seems
who's
fair.
Who's that? Oh, that's me. That's
Oh,
me.
it
yeah.
is you. Yep.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
That's such a headache. I did not like that game. It's impossible to
fun
calculate
game.
what's going to happen because the Mojos can literally do whatever they want. So, like, there's an infinite number of possibilities.
It was a really
Technically,
fun game. I enjoyed that
technically an infinite number of possibilities.
Okay. Approaching infinite.
I mean, anything approaches infinite.
Okay, you're right.
It just depends on how close it gets to infinite.
That's fair. Unless you're going negative.
That's true. Well, then you're just approaching negative infinity.
Well,
Anyways, for folks that are curious, I had a really highly technical meeting at work today, so I had to be extra precise today. So that's where it's coming in.
your headspace.
Yeah, my headspace is highly technical today, so I'm the technical version of right today.
The best kind of right.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
so we've talked about X-Men previews and X-Men set. It seemed like for like a month and a half before the set was released.
Mhm.
And how in the world have I missed that Jean Grey, Chase Jean Grey, can freaking mind control half the damn current meta in one attack?
I don't know. Did you not know that she could?
I did.
Or did you just like forget? Like, you know what I mean?
I guess I just talked about it so much that I
Yeah.
forgot that she can do it.
Yeah, that's
I didn't realize it, but I've been totally out of it like for a month now. So
Well, see, I didn't see during the Rock Cup portion, you played her, right?
on the ID. That's true.
And then I played the AOA Chase Jean.
Mhm.
So I didn't get any real seat time with her. And we've played these two Winna maps, and I just really kind of blanked on playing her. But yeah. And then Dummy Me continues to forget that Uni at 150 has mind control top dial.
Which is very important in certain key matchups.
Yeah, it is. So, and then Jean Grey can be mind controlled by Uni to get into position, and then she can shoot, and then she can then mind control half their team.
Is it within range or half range? It's full range, right?
It's full range, yeah.
Yeah, that seems good.
Yeah. So we're talking about her trait. And then if there's any black or special powers on a team, she can outwit those. Which-
she'll probably come across special powers.
Yeah.
That's a pretty solid, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, she's very, very good.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess the other thing that I just wasn't thinking about is just everyone was talking about her with Jason Weingard, and I'm like, there's just something I'm missing here. Well, it turns out I was missing that she can be called out by Lockjaw and mind controlled by Uni, and then either attack twice or attack and then mind control the whole team. But unfortunately, like, her outwit is not that great.
No, that's fine.
I mean, she can't outwit stealth, most likely.
Unless they're not in stealth.
Right. Well,
Then you don't need to.
then you're not worried about it anyways.
Yeah.
And then, like, steal energies or regens, not particularly relevant as a call-in. Like, maybe just outwitting outwit. So it's only like 25% effective, I think.
Yeah, it's just like a situational thing that you're happy about. She doesn't need it to be good.
Right.
It's just that icing on top of the cake, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want good icing, though. Icing's got to be good. It's got to be, like, the best icing.
Yeah, that's true. Because icing could just ruin the cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, is it like chocolate icing or?
Yeah. Is it buttercream or is it a ganache or what?
Cream cheese. That's the best.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah. Just had cake all weekend at Thanksgiving.
I didn't have any cake.
You didn't have any cake? Did you at least have a pie?
No.
What?
Everybody makes pumpkin pie, and I hate that.
Oh,
What?
You're picky. I forgot you were picky.
Yeah, I hate pumpkin pie.
I'm no longer discussing food with you, Jason.
It's okay.
That's my
I'm
policy.
weird.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
You don't like... What about pecan pie? Do you like pecan pie?
Oh, I love me some pecan pie.
No, I don't like that.
Oh,
What pie
Jason.
do you like, Jason?
Chocolate pie.
That doesn't count as a pie. That's just a pudding inside of a crust.
What the hell? What the fuck? What do you mean it doesn't count as a pie?
No.
Is it a pie crust?
I made
Chest
chocolate.
pie. I like that.
A chest pie is basically a pumpkin pie without the pecans.
Do you like
Chest pie is not pumpkin pie. It doesn't taste like pumpkin whatsoever.
No, I'm sorry. Pecan pie. Pecan pie. Sorry.
I don't like pecans.
Oh, my God.
Do you like carrot cake, Jason?
No.
God damn it. Okay, never mind. I'll make a world famous carrot cake.
So you only like chocolate pie, which is not a pie.
It is a pie. What about apple pie?
Okay.
This is a pie
No.
podcast now.
I'm just nah.
You don't like apple pie either? Are you not American?
You're a Nazi.
I probably am a Nazi.
I don't know. You're at least
I don't know. I'm really
Canadian.
picky. I'm not.
At
I don't.
least
I don't really like. I don't really like fruit, like in general.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't
Well,
know.
I
It's
can
a
go
texture
with
thing for
that.
me. I don't know. It's like a texture thing. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. Well, we're either losing listeners or gaining listeners at this point.
You know,
I just, what? I don't understand why you just like,
we gotta let it go.
we've got to let it go.
never
Like,
gonna
you know,
understand
Chocolate pie is a fucking pie. Okay,
chocolate pie is not
I
a
agree
pie.
with you there. Chocolate pie is a pie.
it's
Alright.
pie.
Well,
It's in a pie crust. God damn it! It's a fucking
You know
pie.
You know what? I'll let you not like pecan pie if you just agree that chocolate pie is not a pie. If you
It
just
is
respect
pie.
if you respect my opinion on that matter.
I respect
I
your
don't,
ability. I
'cause,
respect
I
your right
guess
to
'cause,
have an opinion, but I don't respect your
Yeah,
opinion.
there you go.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot agree with this opinion. Sorry.
I mean, I get that.
Disagree.
I get
Sorry,
that
not
it's
sorry.
I guess it technically is because of, things,
Hey,
but
technically
whatever.
correct, Daniel. That's what we're doing tonight.
Oh man. You got me.
Turned it
All
around
right.
on him.
So, unpainted figures.
Yeah.
We have to paint them.
Are you gonna paint them?
No, mine are just going to be unpainted.
Oh.
So the question on the table that McConnell Lamar asked and a few other folks, what are our thoughts on the unpainted figures? There's only, 9 of them? 6 of them? 9 of them?
I think I'm losing you guys.
Well, I mean, with your lack of pie knowledge, you probably are.
No, I think my Wi-Fi just cut out. Like,
No, we can still hear you fine. So, we want to talk about unpainted miniatures. Are they good main force and ID cards? There's only 9 of them. We can run through these pretty quick. Are you there now, Jason?
I am trying to get back to it here. Hold on.
Okay.
I thought I already had it pulled up.
Well, I'll just lead in with the first one here. He's pretty straightforward. The first one's Wolverine. He's 100 points, right? So the thing is, as far as call-ins go, pretty much the first few of these are all pretty high pointed. And some of these just have massive competition for other figures that are just as good.
Okay.
So 001 Wolverine is 100 points, but he starts out with Charge Flurry, 11 attack, Precision Strike, 4 damage. No blades. I don't really see him being main force over the regular Regenesis Common or the 2 Headmasters at 100.
He's not main force.
No. But as far as call-ins go, I do like the Precision Strike and the 4 damage and the unconditional Charge Flurry.
Flurry.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like a better Nightwing, right?
Yes, but the thing is that the Fast Forces Wolverine is 11 for 3 at 70. So for a lot of teams, that'll put it to where like an Astronomer, Mojo, Lockjaw can call him out.
Yeah.
Versus like 100-point Wolverine's going to be, Onslaught, Kobik, Uni calling it out.
Yeah, you'll need to. Obviously, you have to have somebody of 100 points or more, right?
Right.
Are you going to use this guy on Uni?
No.
Really?
I don't plan on it, no, because the sideline space is already too tight.
Well, why wouldn't you use him over the one you're using now for Charge Flurry? Just seems better.
Lockjaw can't call him out.
Lockjaw can't call him out.
Okay.
So oftentimes, Uni gets hit to his stop click when he's on 1 token or 2 tokens. So I'm either wanting him to steal energy back up with Flurry himself,
Right,
and
or
then heal again from
Wolverine.
Wolverine. Just typically I don't want him to just heal once.
That's fair.
So,
Think about it like that.
but I think he's kind of a must play on like a Kobik team.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
it's really good, obviously.
Yeah, and and him coming out with leadership is good too.
Because he can use that before he was removed, right?
No, well then, and you get it whenever he comes out.
Right. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So they're both. It's both useful. It's really useful for that. The next one is the Cyclops at 100. Now, I would caveat these things with they are good because they are accessible. But I would say that I don't believe this unpainted one is any better than the Chase Cyclops.
Or the Regenesis one.
Yeah. Now, the Chase one does have a 100-point line with the same stats: running shot, 11 for 4, psychic blast with leadership and enhancement, and he actually has one more range. So I don't think you're playing this guy on the jet either. The 50-point Cyclops is just a better pilot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I'm never using this guy. With like even if I have space for 3 Cyclopses, I'm never having this guy on my sideline.
Yeah, and then the Regenesis Cyclops, the one you're talking about, the Magneto helmet Cyclops.
That's my favorite.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just play the super rare till he's gone.
Fair.
Yeah. Now, I mean, even after retirement, I think for the student ID card, probably the Regenesis prize is going to still be better.
Oh, the caveman one?
No, the caveman one and the Magneto helmet.
Oh, okay.
The Magneto helmet, yeah.
I mean, even the regular Regenesis one could still be really good. The common one. Now, next up is Storm. I
had to have this one.
Yeah, I don't hate her.
Well, she is Morlock's keyword, and I'm eventually going to run an entire Morlock theme team with just Storm.
That's really funny. I like that.
That is true.
Yeah, you can just about do it now.
Yeah.
Right.
Now there is a ton of good storms.
Like 4 storms and Artie. Like, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Dude, that's a team right there.
That's a hell of a team, I'm telling you now.
Oh my gosh. So what I was gonna say is that there is a ton of good storms out there, but there's no storms that are 40 points. So this comes in that this is another option for the Trader Gardner gang. And 10 for 3 with 6 range. RCE.
Yeah.
Is really good.
It's okay.
I mean, and it can be real buoyed from the jet pretty easily too. Now, I think overall this storm is really low on the list of call-ins, but on specific teams, she's really good. Next up would be Emma Frost.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah.
Now, I have toyed with Emma in general on her Headmaster ID to be able to grant mind control to things like Dark Phoenix. But I just don't think that Emma's that great to begin with, in general, like for any of them. Yeah. But I think that this one's probably towards the bottom in that she's 80 points. So it's kind of an awkward spot for her to get called out at. And plus, like the Chase Emma, that keeps you from getting shot from 6 away. And then the super long dial of the Regenesis one. And then the Xavier School one comes out with leadership.
Yeah, this one is on wit, which is nice, but 3 damage and no stop click or anything. I don't think it'll see play. It's too easy to kill.
Yeah, she has charge. I mean, charge and super strength is all good things, but Magneto at 100.
There could be like a niche thing where like you want to call, like you have a 100-point character and you want to call in a TK or turn 1 for some reason, and then he gives you perplex 2. Maybe, but that's the only thing I can see for him.
You mean you would never just instantly call out the rare one from XDPS?
Does he have perplex?
I mean, he's got Pulse Wave TK and has range combat expert and sidestep and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm saying like the only way I would need to use this is if I wanted to do like a turn 1 TK play, and this guy, has perplex 2. That's it. It's very, very niche, and I don't think it'll come up very much.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your Cannonball. So Cannonball doesn't have an ID, and I don't see him much as more than a fun figure.
Which is sad. I like Cannonball, like the character, and like the mechanics of him. I wish they would make a really cool Cannonball. I don't really like any of them.
Yeah, they all seem the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been super impressed by it.
Yeah. So a character that I wished we had gotten an ID card from was Magic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have just gotten some spectacular Magics.
We have, that's true.
If they could have been called out. I'll just be honest. If these Magics could be called out, they would be fantastic. Like the X-Men Super Rare one that has Psyblast and Exploit and Phasing Teleport and could magically place her that many squares away. Yeah, she's just crazy good.
Yeah.
Man, all these good keywords: monsters, mystical, X-Men.
Wow.
She carries 2 people. She's got probably, love it.
Yep. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. You're kind of. I think Raven is probably better than her on a monster team.
Or mystical.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just gets outclassed by Raven, I guess. Now I think about that.
Let me make sure I'm not crazy. Rebirth Raven is at 50. Yeah, because the Rebirth Raven has Perplex and Prob. And Passenger 3.
Oh, I thought it was 4. Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, Magic. You were outclassed by Raven. Alright, so someone's going to have to explain to me who... So I never asked this during Regenesis, but who in the world is Warbird?
She's the sister of she's the sister of Lalandra of the CR.
Okay. I don't care about that.
Yeah, because I really haven't cared about her hero clicks. I apologize to any fans of Warbird here, but... yeah, 10 attack for 65 points just doesn't cut it anymore.
Yep. It's, it's defend top dial? No.
Yeah, empower with charge, and it just always irks me to no end. Like a piece that's going to get up in your face has defend.
I mean, that could be useful.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I'm just not excited about this one.
I'm not either.
Psylocke is fine.
That the trait could be a little annoying.
Yeah, it may only move in a direct path with the sidestep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would go back and add that if Emma just was map wide with that.
Oh, the direct line. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that'd
If
be pretty
Emma
good.
just said any character on the map must move in a direct line.
Yeah, that'd be
or
better.
if any that'd be way better. I'd be playing Emma. But Psylocke sidestep thing is useful enough that 10 attack, 2 damage, range combat expert with precision strike, and if she punches, she can give an action token.
Yeah, which is fine. Is it only punch?
Yeah, it's only
Close
punch.
Attack.
Yeah.
That's a little sad, but yeah.
So nothing that rises to the cream of the crop here.
No.
Unfortunately. Like, yeah.
It's kind of underwhelming.
It's kind of underwhelming, but it's solid.
Yeah.
It's a nice refresh of stuff that's going to last after XXS retires.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, there's some good stuff. I like the Wolverine a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Wolverine's fine. If you've got a character like in a Kobik versus Kobik matchup, this Wolverine is a Kobik killer.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Precision strike.
Yeah, precision strike, knock her off. Yeah. Assuming they don't roll shape change, but I mean, whatever.
You have to.
Well, let's get into the meat of today's show. Let's talk about ranking retaliators.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a round of stuff until next June. So we've got, how many did you put in here? We've got a few. So we're going to talk about how good the character is on its retaliation dial. So that factors in any useful support powers it brings, any transport abilities, and then we will factor in how good its retal is if it gets to fire off its retal. So the way I was thinking about doing this is talking about it in thirds. So what's our bottom third of retaliators? What's our middle of the pack retaliators? And then what's our cream of the crop retaliators?
Okay.
Because I don't know if we'll just all necessarily agree what the worst and best ones are.
No. I mean, I'm sure we won't.
Probably not.
My bottom third, the best person I would say in the bottom third is probably Miss Marvel on mine. That's where I would make the cutoff between Miss Marvel and Giant Girl.
So who else is in your bottom third with Miss Marvel?
So from Miss Marvel, it would be after her is Wasp part of the Avengers, because I just don't think she does enough. Dormammu, Giganto Namor, Frost Giant, Spider-Man, sadly.
Yeah.
Jakar, Ymir, Giant Man, and then Titano's last. Titano.
Yeah, so I would agree with you that
close.
Titano is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was he on your bottom too, Jason?
He was my last one. Yep.
Yep. Okay. So there you go.
So, and I think I agree with most of your other assessments.
Mine's like exactly like Tyler's, pretty much.
Yeah,
like
I think the only one is I think you.
Except I don't have Miss Marvel in the bottom 10. But
she's my very cutoff.
I think that you're undervaluing how good Giant Man's knockback can be.
Yeah. I don't know.
with his plane sweep.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just 10 attack, 2 damage. Or 3 damage? 2 damage.
3 damage.
3
3
damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
are you undervaluing it against everybody else above him, though?
yeah, because he's
'Cause
been out for the longest,
he's
and he's
obviously
probably
not
been used
getting
the
plays.
least.
Yeah, so, yeah.
That's true. Now, I would give Miss Marvel some credit. And I mean, the only thing I think that also gives some of these guys some more power is
I mean,
the fact that they are Avengers.
I would.
yeah. I've got flat wrecked by Miss Marvel.
That's what I'm thinking that too.
Like,
I'm gonna buff Miss Marvel up to mid tier and have her the cutoff. She'll be the lowest in mid tier because I have 2 on Avengers teams. I've just gotten destroyed by her.
Now,
she's like middle of my mid tier.
Yeah, because she can make a close attack, and do they get dealt her printed damage?
Yeah. No,
It's not her printed
whatever
damage. It's
her
her
damage. Yeah, whatever her damage is.
They all get dealt her printed damage, and then, or I'm sorry, they'll get dealt her damage value and then knocked back.
Mm-hmm.
And she's 11 attacks starting, so.
Yeah, she's 10 for 3.
And she's only 15 points with Avengers, so.
Yep.
And she's got the Avengers team ability with a 10 movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so that's all. Now, I will say this. I have never been wrecked by Miss Marvel, to my knowledge, so.
I would say there is a very steep cutoff between tier 2 and tier 3, because all the ones in tier 2 can and should be used pretty regularly.
Now, and so I would also think that you are undervaluing Wasp as well.
It's possible. She would now be at the top of it, but I don't know. It's really cool, but I just don't know.
You're also forgetting that at 50 points, she can make things colossal.
No, that's why I'm saying she's cool. That's it. That's a cool gimmick, but I just don't know if it's worth enough right now.
Well, I mean, other than the Hulk Korath.
Look, you have to build around that to use it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not just you play her because, yeah. I mean, it's something specific you're doing.
Yeah, so she's absolute top tier on Hulk Korath teams, but probably mid tier on the rest of the teams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she also had her time to shine with what's his name, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think last time we did this, Daniel. Last time we did this, I think she was our top one, was she not?
Was she?
I think she was.
I never really liked her on the Hawkeye team.
I mean, she did what she did. I mean, that was before the spear was a thing.
Yeah. I just think you needed more theme, probably, to make it consistent.
Yeah. I mean, I had beat one of those teams on the way through. It was LTVH playing it on the way through to winning Rock World Cup. But I would probably agree that she's top of the bottom tier.
Yeah.
Just because she is so good overall with Hulk Korath.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So I'm not sure. Did we really have her at the top of it last time?
I think we did.
And she might be pretty close.
I think the last time we did it was right after AI came out.
So we forgot how good. We just didn't know how good Groot was.
Yeah, it was right up in the top part of it anyway. If it wasn't the top one, it was really close.
Yeah. I mean, I still think she's good. I mean
it's been like 2 years ago, so.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that she can, when she retals on somebody and it's a colossal, she's 11 for 5, and then she can CCE them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's happened to me before. And it's +2.
+2 attack and damage on the retail, and then she can power action CC.
Well, it's +2 attack and damage against colossals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been hit with that before.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and here's the thing: is that the colossal retaliation power is almost, how do I want to say this? It revolves around your opponent. Your opponent has to let retail get clicked off. And so often, that's never going to happen.
Your opponent has to let retail get clicked. Oh.
Get kicked off. Not
Yeah.
clicked off, kicked off.
Yeah,
So,
you have to go by the assumption they're going to, right? At some point.
well, I mean, I've gone dozens of games without ever getting retailed on, so.
Yeah.
And I've also just, like, stopped playing a game whenever retail was left.
Well, yeah. That's... Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we can end the game here because I'm never going to attack your retaliators.
Yep. That's always sad. That's always a sad point in the game. It's happened to me like twice. I'm like, oh, well, okay. I got like 60 points here, but I guess I'm done.
Yeah. As long as you're not ahead on points, right?
Yeah.
Then you're like, move, Dormammu, four steps at a time. Or whatever whoever's breathing into their cup.
My bad.
So your middle pack. Tyler, you've had a good list so far, so you just tell us your middle pack. Okay.
So from bottom to top, I guess we're gonna go Miss Marvel because she's, earned a spot. And then I have both Giant Girls right above her because I feel like they're very similar in what they do. Then I have Starro, Blue Phoenix, Giant Wonder Woman, Sinestro, both Proteuses, and then I have Colossus right under Storm.
You have Colossus right under Storm.
Colossus, yes, sir.
Yes,
It's
that was
similar to what I have, but not quite the same.
So I would say that your giant... Now, I would say strictly speaking, we're talking about just Fast Force or Main Force Giant Girl at 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
Because she can totally morph into other things.
Oh, she's so much... Yeah.
Because she can be played at so many different point lines, right?
Yeah.
Like playing her at 180 and summoning 150 and 175 point IDs is pretty freaking good.
Is it though? Like, I don't think it's that good. She's never. I don't know.
I mean, it's just one of those things. There's other things that are just so good. But
she does a lot for 10 points. I don't know.
She does a lot for 10 points. She's a good transporter, right?
She heals, like yeah.
But her retaliation,
I don't have her in my mid tier.
Yeah, her retaliation is a power action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
I would probably have her at the top of mid tier instead of the bottom of mid tier.
I just see her as Avengers fluff. That's it.
I think she's more I think she's situationally better than Starro is.
I have Starro at the bottom of my mid tier.
Maybe that's fair.
I don't have like Starro, Sinestro, Magneto, Miss Marvel, Blue Phoenix, Giant Girl from the Fast Forces, Wonder Woman, Colossus, and the Proteuses. That's what I have.
Like the Proteuses are at the top of your mid tier?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I tend to agree with that a little bit more. I definitely agree that Blue Phoenix is somewhere in the mid tier, and that definitely Dark Phoenix is better.
So do you have Main Force Giant Girl on top tier?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I could necessarily can give her top tierism.
Man, I like.
Especially after Hawkeye retired.
I like the starter set one better. I think she does more.
I don't think she does. Oh. Other than having Sidestep for an equip, I really don't.
Well, it's like Sidestep for not just an equip, just like as a taxi. Hers is a free, so she can move and taxi and then do it. She has the trait, whatever it's called. I don't even remember.
I get that, but then she just doesn't. She has 2 damage. Like she can't attack smaller characters.
Yeah.
Like Giant Girl is just a threat all around. and she may just get bigger and bigger, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I just always thought she always punched way above her point level when I played her.
Okay, that's fair. We're not going to agree on everything.
Nope, no, that's fine.
If we did, then this wouldn't be interesting to talk about now, would it?
No, it wouldn't. And I definitely think Skyscraper Wonder Woman is at the top of the middle tier just because she breaks blocking when she moves through it.
That's true. She does a lot of things that people just don't really realize. She does a lot of things that are situationally good.
She doesn't get the love she should, probably.
Well, that's because she's mainly for cosmic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a cosmic filler.
And then, so it's either like, do you play Flora and another ID, or do you play a Groot?
Yeah, that's the problem. Robots haven't been a thing enough.
Yeah, that's true. But if they are, she's a lot better.
Yeah, she could be. She definitely can be. With the Danger Room guys.
Yeah, maybe they can now. Maybe now's her time.
Yeah, but her, and I keep forgetting this, she does not have Sidestep. She does not.
Yeah, which is kind of sad.
I have played her in practice more than once where she had Sidestep. I'm just saying, it happened. Yeah. I don't think it actually made it to an actual game, but
I don't have her as my very top one, but she's pretty close in the mid tier.
Yeah, I think she's in the top of the middle tier.
I like Orange Proteus better. But.
Yeah, I think the Orange Proteus and the Green Proteus are definitely top of the middle tier. And I think that they maybe even move up after retirement.
They might. Oh yeah.
There's so much goodness monster wise that it's hard to beat. Now the Green Proteus does have its spot on a ruler team right now, and it's 10 points. I would say, is Green or Orange your top of your middle tier?
I'd like Orange better now.
Orange.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, the free barrier shutting down improved stuff like the shape change
for me, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like that Green Proteus can stop Storm potentially. Because he has a stop click with senses on it and computer.
Right. That's true. That's fair.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of like the green one on a... I don't know. Maybe you could all play both, right? You can play both for 30, so...
Yeah, why not? I'd play them both.
So it sounds like where we're going to have the most agreement is going to be... I think the other one we didn't mention would be Prime Colossus.
And Prime Storm are both in my mid-tier.
Oh, Prime Storm's in your mid-tier?
She's the very top of my mid-tier.
She's number 10 on my list.
Yeah, I don't think I could give her middle tier. I think I would give her bottom of.
She's number 10 on my list. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would give her bottom or top?
No, I would give her bottom of the top tier list.
Bottom of the top. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I overestimated her. Because like she has to hit to do the thing.
Well, I think where she's at is 150, not at 25.
Well, that's not a retail.
Oh, well, yeah, then she's mid-tier.
Yeah. At 150, she's amazing. Like, I agree.
I heard nothing you just said. Like, I just totally lost it all.
At 150, she would be higher, but I'm not counting her at 150 for the Prime Storm.
So, I think Colossus just gets outclassed.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is that you can play him on a Blackbird team because they're really not.
That's true.
I mean, do you play Now I'm just thinking about him on an X-Men team, and does this bump him up any? Do you play him over Brood X?
On an X-Men team, probably. I would. Yeah, I think he's better than Brood X.
Because he's easier to real boy, and then he becomes the threat.
Mm-hmm. And he just does a lot. So yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I don't know. Jason, are you still there?
Oh.
Right. I'm gonna add Jason back in real quick.
Okay.
We'll keep going. Oh, hold on. All right. This is live action, folks. And let's see, who else?
Where are we? I have no idea what's going on.
So we just were talking about Colossus on an X-Men team over Brood X.
Which one you would use?
I'm probably gonna play Colossus most of the time now.
Colossus over Brood. That's
Yeah.
what I said.
And then, so where did you guys have Magneto?
Magneto is top tier. He's above the other ones.
And Jason, where did you have Magneto? We lost Jason again already.
Man.
All right. Well, now, and so are you only specifically having Magneto at 25?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I think he's really, really, really good.
Okay.
He's got the free placement is really good. He has leadership on a retail, which is historically very good.
I mean, Magneto doesn't at 25.
He doesn't? I thought he had traded leadership. Am I wrong?
No, yeah, he does. My bad.
Okay, yeah. That's obviously really good. There's he's got the free placement. He's got the free TK, right, with an object attack, which is good. He can attack smaller characters after he retails. What? Oh, that's the attack power. You're right.
That's the attack power. So you have to play him at 200 to get that.
Okay. Well, 200 is good.
Or at 100, but then he doesn't get retail. So he's
right.
He's a retaliator. I would call him a retaliator at 200.
At 25, he's just not that great, is he? I mean,
I don't know. I would probably loop in his 200 point dial.
Yeah, I didn't consider his 200 point dial, but
yeah, I mean, I would even maybe consider that a separate dial than his 25 point dial. But his 200 point dial is just so niche to call in that it's probably not even useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like him a lot. He's done a lot for me. Doesn't he have Sidestep too? No one pulled him up.
He does have Sidestep.
Yeah, so he's a taxi too, and he, like I said, can attack smaller characters.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. What's y'all's top tier list?
I have. So bottom of the thing is Iceman, Carnage, Magneto, Mangog, Flora, Tri-Sentinel, Dark Phoenix, Surtur, and Groot. Is that a good, huh?
So
no, it's
Groot,
just different to mine.
Groot being number one, I agree.
Groot is uncontested. There is a god tier with
I
Groot.
disagree, but
What?
I just put him he's at number 2 on my list.
All right, who's your number one?
You better have a good reason for this, Jason.
I'm
Try
ready.
Sentinel.
What?
No way.
Try Sentinel.
Like, he's good. I have him four.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's not top tier.
He's
not
top tier.
tier? What?
He's not the top of the top tier.
No, I think he is.
He's obviously very good, but
And you build whole teams around him, for God's sakes.
Well, but that's the thing. You don't have to build a team around Groot. Groot just goes on any team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Groot can just go on any team. I get it. But I mean, come on. It's just, I don't know. He's just super good. He does so much stuff. And Groot does a ton of stuff too. Groot's like they're both really, really good. Like,
if Groot was 30 points, I would agree with you. But Groot at 20 points is just a steal.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm not saying it's
you
not,
know
I
what,
don't
Jason?
know.
I bet if you had eaten actual pie over Thanksgiving, you would
Alright.
you'd be in a lot better shape about
Alright.
your opinion on Tri-Sentinel.
These are personal attacks. We're straying into ad hominems, sir.
Yeah, I get that coming from the guy who plays nothing but cosmic stuff all the time. So,
Oh man.
I actually have Dark
yeah,
Phoenix.
you play cosmic all the time. You play monsters all the time. I see why you're talking
The
about
cosmic
it.
monster. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Well, he is the cosmic monster.
You're right.
That's what you got. That's what you guys play. So
That's
that's
fair.
why your opinion is inflected in that. He's the best.
I mean,
But,
that plays into why he's the best, though, right? It's because
But,
he's
like,
a cosmic
Groot-
monster.
Yeah, but Groot also just fit onto like Sam Cap teams, and she just goes on. He just goes on any random team
Yeah,
to
just
give them
because he has
leadership.
leadership. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still think Tri-Sentinel's better.
I think Dark Phoenix is better than Tri-Sentinel. I ever hire.
Yeah, I would even agree with that.
What's your list, Daniel?
I don't necessarily know that I put together a list as formally
okay.
as you guys did.
Fair.
Sounds like you guys were much more prepared tonight for that than I am. But Groot's definitely at the top. I would say number 2 is probably he's probably Surtur still.
Yeah.
Just because with that new ruling.
Yeah, that's true. That helps.
And then probably any one of the ones with after effects, right? So it's probably Mangog right after that. And then Dark Phoenix. Just because Dark Phoenix is a retail that can punch you afterwards and then heal. Or heal off the retail and then RCE you.
Yeah. So you still have like Flora, Iceman, Tri-Sentinel, Carnage left in top tier?
Yeah, Flora's definitely great cosmic filler. And then who else? Carnage,
Iceman, and Tri-Sentinel are left.
Yeah, I would
and Magneto if you count him.
Yeah, I would put Carnage and Magneto ahead of Tri-Sentinel.
What about Iceman?
Sorry, Iceman's ahead of Tri-Sentinel too.
Oh, so Tri-Sentinel's your very bottom.
Yeah, easily.
You just don't play Tri-Sentinel. That's just it.
I have him as 4th. He's obviously.
There's no way Magneto's better than Tri-Sentinel.
The problem, I think,
Magneto has leadership.
Magneto has
so
leadership.
everything with leadership is just better. Okay.
Yes.
Well, so I think here's my problem, and this is what I ran into with every Tri-Sentinel team that I've played against.
Yes, you just perplex yourself to the god tier and just shoot. I get it. That's not a fucking argument for everything. Like,
I mean, it's not even that. It's right. It's like it's too gimmicky. Right.
I disagree.
Gimmicky.
Well, so like if you just face a team with Invincible, like their little thing doesn't go off.
Yeah, but I mean there are ways around that, right? You could beat a team with Invincible with like Shredders, right?
That's the thing is, but the Shredders could be carried up and then sidestep.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing that with a Tri-Sentinel.
You move up and sidestep. It's almost the same. It's 11 rage.
Mm-hmm.
Without perplexes.
But they're also colossal in one click, and they don't take 9 clicks to kill.
I'm not saying they're better than Shredders, but I'm saying that there's workarounds for Invincible is all I'm saying. They have good keywords. And they do, like, I know they sort of have one trick, but there's a lot of ways to do it, right?
Yeah.
You can sidestep to ping, you can move to ping, you can shoot from far away. Obviously the retail with the new ruling, they can do it after movement, which is amazing. They have pulse wave, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
They can carry other colossals. Like there's a ton of.
They're immune to mind control.
Yeah.
They have plasticity. Like,
Oh yeah, they do have plasticity. That's so dumb. Don't if they.
yeah,
Yeah, which
Okay.
annoys me because they're colossals with
they
plasticity.
outrange all the other colossals.
All right, so
With
I
two
will
targets.
Well,
move.
not all except Dark Phoenix. Yeah.
I will move it up to ahead of Magneto.
All right, we got him. We got him, Jason.
Yeah, we made him change his opinion.
Yeah, they're
Typically a
really
rare
good.
thing to do.
They're for 30 points, they're really good. If you have an easy way to deal with them, a la mine with 14 attack, then they're not as big and 2 targets. They're not as big a deal. But
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, and I get that you got. I get that. I'm trying not to use the just go shoot them trick because apparently that's not valid to Jason.
well, that's true of any of these figures.
Not everybody has a figure that perplexes itself like 3 times.
Well, so it's not even so much uni, right? It's that. So let's just say that
A
you
team
have
full of them made like top 8 at World.
I get that. I get that. But it also lost to Gardner and Trader and stuff.
Well, Unimind didn't go any farther than top 8 either, but we're not saying he's not great anymore.
Or Wales.
Like,
so.
yeah, exactly. So and they're still great.
Were there? There were 2 Groots on top table, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so Groot's definitely better than Tri-Sentinel because it made higher at Worlds then.
Yeah,
This is empirical.
Groot just didn't get that team there by himself, though.
That's fair. Yeah, the Tri-Sentinels was a Tri-Sentinel team.
Yeah.
So here's my thought.
Groot teams aren't Groot teams. Tri-Sentinel teams are Tri-Sentinel teams.
Well, so here's my thought.
Is
that so they're colossal, right? Now, but to do their thing, they have to get close. Ish. Right.
That's.
They have to get close-ish.
11 squares, I guess.
All right, so they have to get 11 squares away.
Which is.
But now they're not doing that with in one movement, right? Unless you're giving them the Rachel Summers inspiration.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Like, their 11 range is not outranging most meta pieces, right?
Right, and so there's a lot more things that can get. There's a lot more things than just Uni that can get a Cyclops to a 14 attack and go shoot your Tri-Sentinel.
So that I don't agree with. Not a lot of teams can do that. But even then, I mean, you're at some point it's worth it. Like if you're spending a whole turn, right? Like if you're moving up your team.
I mean, you don't have to move it up because Cyclops has 8 range with 5 running shot.
They just changed the way people play. Like,
yeah. If I'm moving up my team, right, like to halfway across the map or wherever, like if I move them up, and then you're spending 3 perplexes and an ID and 2 actions to kill a Tri-Sentinel, that's great, you know?
Losing points is never great.
Well, the argument that you're making is true of literally everything on this list except for, like, 3 things, I think.
Well, because Groot can do his thing, as an example, without ever leaving the starting area.
Sure, that's why he's top. I'd agree with that.
So, and the same thing with, like Carnage or something like that, right? I mean, and he's only 10 points versus 30. I think the point value is part of it.
Are you talking about just for the carry ability?
Well, so let me correct my thought there. So if you're talking about them as a transporter, Tri-Sentinel is a great transporter. Mm-hmm. And so is Carnage, but Carnage is only 10 points.
Yeah, but
it's all about how many points are you putting at risk on the board, too.
Yeah, but he's a better transporter, right? For sure.
Who, Carnage is?
No, Tri-Sentinel, because he has 3 more movement and he can carry Colossals, which is pretty cool.
And he destroys blocking when he goes through it.
Right. So that's better as well. So just transportability would probably be worth, 15 points? And then you have to add everything else you can do.
I mean, they both have sidestep. I mean, in Carnage,
It's plus 3 movement, ignores blocking, and can carry Colossus.
Well, no, Carnage only has plus 2 movement on Carnage.
So when your Jean Grey moves up to its mind control the whole team, my Tri-Sentinels are just going to give it a finger, and Groot and Carnage are going to get mind controlled.
True.
I'm not.
There you go.
I'm going to kill your Tri-Sentinel whenever I mind control Jean. When I mind control Jean to move up there to shoot your team first.
Nah.
Still 20 defense.
Yeah. Go for it.
I'll have a 14 attack.
Hey.
Yeah. You do
6
it
up
once,
and missed.
and you're going to do it once.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You guys are killing me tonight.
I think you're undervalued. Like, there's like a list of 10 different things that Tri-Sentinel does. That's why they're good. It's not one thing. Like,
so, I just value things about things that I have lost to.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has like a bias on these lists, obviously.
Yeah, so I have never lost to a Tri-Sentinel team.
If I don't argue with you, then it's not fun to listen to.
That is probably true. I have lost to Groot, Mangog, Inserter, and Carnage. So I typically value those things higher than Tri-Sentinel.
Yeah.
If so, I don't know. I need to play somebody that.
Jason? What was your full list? You didn't even say.
My full 10, my top 10.
Yeah, top 10. I got top 9, I guess.
Oh, you guys are totally just gonna disagree with my top 10.
Well, what is it?
So I had at 10. I had Storm Prime.
Mm-hmm. That's about
9.
right.
I had Carnage.
That's where I had him almost.
I had Dark Phoenix at 8. Cause I don't know. I haven't seen enough Dark Phoenix in action to give her a good.
That's fair.
Mangog at 7.
That's close to me in.
Floor Colossus had 6.
Okay.
I said Giant Girl was 5. I just really I don't know. I like Giant Girl a whole lot. Mm-hmm. I had Iceman at 4. Surtur at 3, Groot at 2, and Tri-Sentinel at 1.
Yeah, we're pretty close. You have Giant Girl ahead and Dark Phoenix below, but we're pretty close other than that.
But Dark Phoenix could change. I mean, I haven't had enough. I don't know. I don't think she's had enough time to do anything.
Yeah, that's fair. I like her a lot.
I do. I like her a lot too.
PJ was playing that Thanos copter team with Infinity. And with Infinity and Rachel Summers' ID, she has full map reach, which is really cool. Like, she's just by herself. She has full map reach with triple targets. Like, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty funny.
And she heals when she kills the Colossals in the back line. And she's a Colossal, so she can see them. Yeah, that's fun.
I like that.
I think X-Men, the big question mark for this is X-Men a good enough team? I think most people think it is, but we just haven't seen it yet, and that'll obviously change the list a lot.
Like, is Blackbird good enough, or X-Form good enough again?
Yep, something like that. Because if it is, then Iceman gets moved up because he's a point filler, right? On top of being amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't have enough data
for on the X-Men stuff. I would.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
but when retirement happens, this list is just totally different. Like, everything just goes away.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
it depresses me. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's gonna be sad. It doesn't matter. Wendigo is better than all of them.
That's true. Wendigo would be.
If we included Giants on the list, Wendigo would be at the top.
I still think he'd be under Groot. Groot's God tier.
Yeah, I guess. Poor Groot's going to go away, though.
Yes. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing. I think Groot has been on every national and world's winning team since he came out.
Is that true?
The only thing I don't know.
No,
is,
Pat. Did Pat have him?
Yeah, Pat definitely had a Groot.
Okay.
I don't know if Isaac had a Groot when he won right after AI came out.
I have to assume he did, right? It was a cosmic team.
No, he played a Clone Shredder with Star Fox and.
Oh yeah. I still have to assume he did.
I don't remember, but I know that he definitely had one on his WizKids World team.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one on Starro, and you definitely had one on Monster. So I don't know, Jason. I mean, Groot's just got to be
I
better
didn't.
than.
I didn't say. I didn't say Groot was bad.
Groot's got to be
Didn't
better
say-
than Tri-Sentinel.
I didn't say Groot was
How
bad.
much? I just gotta know, how much did LTVH pay you to say this tonight?
He didn't pay me to say anything. Me and him have both been on the Tri-Sentinel train since the beginning.
Did he trade you something?
What
I haven't traded. I have not traded or bought anything from LTVA.
I think that team's gonna be like he's gonna be able to add Wendigos to that team. So like that's
Yeah.
it's gonna.
You know what's going to be here when Groot gets retired? Tri-Sentinel.
That's true. He might be number 1 after that.
Tri-Sentinel's just going to outlive Groot. There you go. Yeah.
Okay. We'll just have to see. Maybe this weekend I'll change my mind when I go to Chicago.
I'm sure it won't, but okay.
I mean, if Tri-Sentinel wins, it might.
It won't. It won't change his mind.
I mean, so I know obviously LTVH has been doing good with it in like his area. Has he won like a?
Well, he got top 8 at Worlds.
He made
same as
top 8 at
us.
Worlds.
Yeah,
with
that's
it.
obviously huge. I
He had
haven't.
like 6 of them on there, I think. Like,
Yeah, he did. That's awesome. That's just super cool.
I mean, I like the big guys on the team and all the arms and stuff. I mean, I get it. And LTVH is an awesome guy.
No, he had more arms than that. He had 36 arms. Good God.
How many did I say?
yeah,
I don't know.
he
Whatever.
didn't.
A bunch.
Just generalized a bunch.
So, but the thing is like, I mean, I think I've beaten Nate like 3 times playing the team, playing Tri-Sentinels with Wendigos and stuff, and
Does Nate play? Oh, his is a mystical team, but yeah.
yeah. LTVH is mystical as well, so.
Oh, Isaac did not have Groot. Just looked.
On his Nationals team?
From 2018.
Yeah, so, but it was, I think, on the other 3 teams.
Yes, yours. Dan obviously used it. Matty G did not have it. His was sort of same thing.
Okay, and then Abdul did use it.
Yeah, did have. He got 2 of the 4.
So, you know what wasn't there though? Tri-Sentinel.
You know what else wasn't there? Wales. They were legal. I should have known.
Yeah, that was your fault. You could have played your world's winning team that weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, Tri-Sentinel has 2 failings. He doesn't have Cosmic Keyword or Leadership. I'm sorry. That's it.
Or Monster.
Or Monster.
That's a failing for me.
So, yeah, I mean, I just, maybe I'm just not smart enough to see how the Tri-Sentinel team can be played better than what I've seen it played.
Well, it doesn't need to be a Tri-Sentinel team. It just he's mystical. That's good. 30 points.
I don't know. Maybe you need to play it this weekend, Tyler.
Nope.
Dang it.
Nope.
My plan's not working. Well, anyways. So, the moral of the story is Daniel does not like Tri-Sentinels more than Groots.
Well, Tyler doesn't either, but he's close.
I'm more opinionated. And I also think that Iceman would be higher if he didn't have Colossal Indifference on his 15-point dial.
Oh, yeah. God, I don't want that to happen. That at that point, he's just Vulture for 15 points.
Yes. But I also think that, like, Iceman at 100 counts for here as well at some point.
Does he have a retail on top click?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Both
Maybe.
levels are valid. 115 are both. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he did. No, he doesn't have
Retail.
retail at 100. Never mind. I'm just
he
thinking about him
doesn't?
as a call out.
But
No,
he's
he
just-
only has retail on his retail line.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. He's just a call-in Vulture with more attack.
So, all right. Let's move on to our questions for tonight. Adam Friedman says, definitely good, not why she'd be too good, though. That's probably just me being a little clickbaity in my question asking.
Hyperbolic.
Yeah, hyperbolic. Zach Strong, in normal 300 modern, do you think there are any IDs that fall into must play on any team regardless of the rest of the build?
Cyclops.
Yeah, I would say Cyclops is probably the only one that falls into the must play.
I would say Jean is more must play than Cyclops.
Yeah, I mean, that's why there's one of those things that's really not like an answer.
She was like lower points.
It all depends on the team builder.
Needs to be lower points. Yeah.
And Jean's because Jean's 60 or 75.
60, yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the other Chase.
Yeah, the other one, yeah. They're both good.
Yeah. So, like, the only one that we can say for sure, given Zach's question, would be Cyclops, I would say.
Because you're probably going to have something over 40.
Yes.
That's fair. Or 50.
50. So, yeah, that's the only thing I can say definitively. And then second would be Chase Jean, based on the way his question's asked. Now, if it was just in general, it would definitely be Chase Jean's up front, and then Cyclops. Because some of this ruling stuff where Chase Jean can just destroy objects is just ridiculous.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Oops.
Ridiculous level good. But, I mean, it's fine. My Chase Jean loves destroying Ock arms.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. If I was a Vulture player, I would be a lot more vocal about that ruling.
That's fair.
Who needs Vulture when you just have a 100-point Iceman to call in off an ID?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Vulture can't do, or Iceman can't do regular sized dudes.
Well,
he doesn't have Colossal Indifference.
Yeah, but he has to kill a giant or colossal to charge again.
I know, but he can still kill.
Yeah, he's obviously good.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. But I mean, Vulture just gets completely neutered in those situations where he doesn't get his Ock arms. Like, there's very few teams that he can just go off on at that point, and it's kind of sad.
It's not sad. I am happy when that happens.
Well, you're happy. I mean, I get it. I'm happy too because it's pretty much just an auto win for both of us. I said pretty much. I'll be clear for those folks. I'm not a Sith. I'm not an absolutionist here. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty ridiculous as a ruling goes. Aaron Constantine Morgan asked, what are your must-play maps lately? Jason, I think you had probably the most... Jason dropped the call.
Oh, no.
So let's add him back. So you've pretty much been playing Tylor...
Iceberg Lounge. Iceberg Lounge is my favorite. It is. If you have like a 7+ theme team, it's the best 5 points in Modern.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I've never been much of a map guy. I just use Star Trek Underground and
Sporting Arena and Muck
or Sporting
Time.
Arena, either one. I like Sporting Arena better, but they're pretty much the same. Just an open map, a closed map, and then whatever map I'm actually using is normally what I bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say lately I've been doing rock maps that are just rock legal because we've been playing more of those events lately. So like Strange Day at the Park is really good. Just because it's completely wide open, no blocking, very minimal water,
and hindering.
Yeah, just not much at all. Wide open for object destroyination.
Yep.
So just an all around good map.
What
You
are
know,
we talking about?
the maps that we've been playing lately. Now I can tell you this: I don't think that I was really a fan of winning map and going to Skull Camp at States.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Oh,
think I would have
winning
not
map
done
and
that in
going.
hindsight. I wouldn't have done that in hindsight, I don't think. It cost me my top 4 game.
Yeah, it's yeah, if you win it, I don't like that much. Other people do. Like I know who Aaron Morgan
Yeah.
plays Star a lot. He likes that map.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah, I mean, but running the trains is so easily avoidable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the most part. I'm not saying this emphatically. I'm just saying it for the most part. It's just really easy to avoid.
The idea is obviously mind controlling it onto, but
yeah, but then it was only 10 attack, 2 damage.
And it's random as hell.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's just meh.
It's fun, but
it is fun.
That's true. Random though. But I did not enjoy that part of States really. Now, I wish that I had a little more thought put into States, and I would have played Unthemed Onslaught with that map. Because losing map with Skull Camp is absolutely built for Onslaught.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, isn't it all 3 things?
Yes, it's mind control, TK, and in-cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do it with an unthemed Onslaught team for sure.
Yeah.
Get to work on that, Tyler.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have an unthemed Onslaught team I like a lot, but don't have the pieces for it.
You should share with the group.
Well, it's just, I think have I talked about this on the... It's,
I don't think you talked about it.
Onslaught, Jason Weingard, Chase Jean. So turn 1, you use Jason to make a TK Pog. You TK out Chase Jean. She sidesteps up. She calls in the other Chase Jean who sidesteps up. You mind control your real boy Chase Jean with Jason Weingard. She moves up and attacks. Then you mind control your call-in Chase Jean. She moves up and attacks. Then you obviously mind control their whole team with Jason Weingard. Then you attack with your call-in Jean. Then you move up Onslaught. You mind control one person on their team, your 2 Jean Greys, and make 3 attacks. And then you make your final attack with your Jean call-in. So it's 5. It's mind controlling the whole team and 5 Jean attacks in their back line turn 1.
That has been my head hurt.
It's fun. I don't know like how good it is, but it can definitely catch people off guard.
Well, when we practiced it, it didn't have a lot of support powers, and it also didn't bust stealth.
It did not bust stealth, which is a big deal. Which is why I think I had the tank with it, which would be my pseudo way to do it. But
yeah, but you had to still have a target to drop the tank on.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you just never. I think in a couple of matches we played, you just never attacked my uni because he was never not in stealth.
Well, I mean, I mind control him with Onslaught because he can do it. But yeah, I do like the team. I think it's a bad matchup against Uni specifically because he doesn't have too much you can mind control. But I do think it's a solid B team, and it's super fun to play. It's really fun to play.
Well, yeah, making a lot of attacks is always fun to play. So, that was Jason, I think the one map that I was wanting you to talk about was you played the Sanctuary map on your monster build instead of the map bonus.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that map. I don't know if it was the best choice, but I wanted something I could move up the map without just getting shot from across the board somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And that mostly gave me that. I like the two little hidey holes on the outside on the one side that you could kind of move up into, and then you could just bust a blocking and go into the map. I don't know that it was perfect, because once you get inside the building, there's a lot of empty space.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely protects you on the move up. I think I'd probably play it again.
Yeah, that was a cool map. I liked it.
I liked it. I hadn't seen it before that time I used it.
Well, I think that was the time that you used it, was the first week it was legal to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know it existed until I was scrolling through the maps on the map website and just happened to see it.
Yeah.
And Daniel happened to have it, so there we are. I think the more things go on, the more I don't have to buy stuff Daniel doesn't have. I'll just use it.
Always entirely true. And Sam would most likely murder you if she heard you say that. So she will just not let you borrow anything. I'm
trying my best, Daniel. I almost have my team
from
2 years ago.
You know, I'm just kidding. I usually don't borrow anything. Hardly
I
ever.
know. I'm just.
Yep, just me.
You just don't want to have to deal with Sam.
I'm not a degenerate like Tyler.
Hey, I'm a degenerate and I'm proud. I'm not proud.
Oh man. So, well, that was our last question of the day. So I didn't have anything else to cover today. So if you guys want to go into final thoughts, Jason.
Final thoughts. I don't know, man. I don't want to think much lately. Work has just been super horrible, and I don't know. I haven't thought about clicks until today, so I don't know. Merry Christmas. I don't know.
Hey,
it's the holiday season.
It's a good one.
Good luck in Chicago to everybody that's going.
Hopefully
I hope a Tri-Sentinel team wins.
Oh, that's vindictive.
I know of at least one person that would agree with you.
I know 2 people.
That's true. And then I think we just lost Jason, so that was just perfect.
Oh, good final thoughts.
Yeah. Tyler, final thoughts.
People should play in online winning maps. They're really good practice, and they're fun, and they're good. They're a lot of fun, and they're really good practice. A lot of good people show up. So,
yep,
if you're wanting to take your game to the next level or whatever, that is the probably best way to do it right now.
Nope. I think today's Monday, so this is probably coming out Tuesday, and then I'll be playing. Me and you will both be playing in the one on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
To get our practice in for Chicago.
Yep.
So my final thoughts are: be careful on your drive up to Chicago. Hope to see lots of folks there. Going to be making the trek up, and thanks everybody for listening to Click Stuff today. We'll talk to y'all next time.
See ya.
Later.